Hey guys, what's up? Ballin Zion over here. I'm gonna do something I haven't done in a really long time. I'm actually short on liquid disc right now, so I'm thinking about running some missions. So I'm gonna fit up the ship, and we're gonna do some level 3 missions, and I'll show you what ship I'm gonna use, how to fit it, and how I'm gonna find the agents to run the missions. And we'll jump right in. So it actually took me a second to find the agent finder. It's actually under agency now. So we're gonna click on agency. Oop, I totally made it disappear. Alright, let's try that again. So I double click on it, it disappears. If I click here on the hunting rabbit part, it pops it up here in the menu now. That's interesting. Alright, so we're going to go to combat. I actually want to do level 4 for Caldari Navy. I mean, I kind of want to do level 3, to be honest, but I don't see that here. Alright guys, it's been a really long time, so actually I was looking at combat, but what I want to look at is specify, not sites, agents, and then once agents finally pulls up here, we can actually specify who we want to run missions for, which is really cool. And let's see, I want to do Caldari State or Caldari. Let's just do any faction level 3 within like 5 jumps. Anything like that? Alright, let's see. Alright, cool. We got Caldari Navy. I mean, I'm not sure if all these are available, but I'm assuming they are if they're showing up here. But anyway, I know I can do Caldari Navy, so let's start there. Alright, so here we go. You can click on the agent, and it will tell you if you can run missions for them or not. So it says subpar fire red will only provide missions if you have a stand of at least 3 from her corp or faction towards you, and none of them below -2. So I do not have the proper standing to run missions for this person. However, I do have the proper standing to run level 3 missions for Nakalin Utonoma. So just set destination here. Looks like it's only 1 jump away, so great. So we're going to go ahead and fit the ship and go over there. We're going to use the Gila or Gila because it's literally just release your drones and they kill everything and you don't have to think about it. And we're going to get money really quick. We're going to make sure we have a mobile tractor unit, which we do, so we can soak up all the loot. And I would salvage, but T1 salvage is not worth that much. T2 salvage is where it's at. And if you've seen my other videos, you know all about the T2 salvage. So anyway, I'll show you my Gila fit here. Let's see if I can save it. Okay, there we go. I'm going to pull it up here on the screen so we can get a nice view of it. And of course, I'll put the fits down in the description box below if you want to use the same one. But yeah, it should be great for running level 3 missions, and I'm pretty sure this is even Alpha Clone approved. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. So we've got 4 prototype Arbalest rapid heavy launchers. It's a lot of training to get into the Tech 2, so we're just going to use the best metaphor variant. We've got a drone link augmenter, which increases the range we can control our drones at by 20 kilometers, which is great. We got 2 large shields for buffer tank, 2 adaptives for some more resist. If we go to the simulation, we can see that our resists are going to go up majorly here. The Gila has inherent bonuses to resist. I'm pretty sure it's a 4% bonus, which is insane per level. Caldari Cruiser bonuses per level, 4% shield bonus. That's just insane. And if you add the 2 adaptives and the amarr field on top of that, it gives you all around good resist. We probably won't get hurt at all running these missions because we're super tanky. 50 MN Microwarpdrive so we can burn around really quick to get to the next area of the mission site. This Gila, by the way, is way overkill for this, but I just want to get in, get out, make my money, do it really quick, maybe increase my standing. Who knows? Maybe I'll get some LP. I just want to try some that I haven't done in a long time. And then for the low slots, we have a shield power relay, which increases the recharge rate of your shields by 25%, which is really good. And we got drone damage amplifiers, which increase your drone damage by 20.5%, which is really, really good. And as you can see here, if we select the drones we're going to use, deselect these warriors, and we're going to use our highest damage drones, hammerheads. They're also the slowest, but they do the most damage. They do 629 DPS, including our missiles. So this is way more than enough DPS. So the general rule of thumb with running level 5 missions is you want to have 500 DPS tank and 500 DPS gank. What that means is that you want your DPS to be over 500, and you want your tank to be able to tank 500, at least passively or actively. And make sure you have these medium core defense field purgers. They give you 20% recharge each, which is really good. And there's a stacking penalty, but it doesn't really matter because they give you tons of shield recharge, which helps your shield recharge a lot faster while we're running these missions. But if you want to see the buy price of the Gila, you can just hover over this multi-buy box down here, and it will show you how much it's going to cost in Gila, roughly, to buy this same Gila. It's going to cost 233 million is. So you might not be quite there yet, but I would definitely save up your money as quick as you can to get this Gila, and then you can get into level 3 missions, and you could probably even do level 4 missions with this Gila. Like I said before, all you need is 500 DPS and 500 DPS tank. Which, you know, with the tank here, I'm pretty sure, like, this tank is absolutely sufficient. You just gotta make sure that you stay out of range of all the incoming damage if you go to level 4 missions and try this. So we're gonna go ahead and undock with our Gila. Make sure we got a mobile tractor unit. That is very, very important because we don't want to be flying around to all these different wrecks. And we're gonna run some level 3 missions. So I'm gonna go ahead and fly over there, and we'll get started. You know, I didn't even check to make sure I had enough missiles, but you know what, whatever. I think we got plenty enough for at least a couple missions. I like to just kind of organize all my stuff here. We only got one jump, so it's going to be really quick. Oh yeah, guys, I guess we can talk about which drones I picked that I'm using when we're on our way over there. So in the drone bay I have 2 Hammerheads, 2 Infiltrators, 2 Republic Fleet Valkyries. I guess I can't use Tech 2 on this guy yet. And I have 5 Warriors just in case any very small ships try to warp disrupt them and we can't track them with the light missiles, very unlikely, or our Valkyrie is also very unlikely. But anyway, we got them just in case. Go ahead and dock up at this station here and talk to this agent and get our first mission. Sometimes I like to check the contracts here. Sometimes they're really easy and really lucrative. We actually have a room enough for a couple more drones in here, but I think we have more than enough. If one of our drones dies, that'll be very unfortunate, but I really doubt they will, because if you know about the Gila, it's super broken and your drones get 500% bonus to damage and hit points. Alright guys, let's go ahead and talk to our agent. And let's see, be sure to read the mission, because sometimes they'll give you like a burner mission, which is you can only do in a frigate, but it'll have multiple warnings on screen if it is only for frigates. And the frigate ones are really, really hard. I don't do them, but I know there's some people that do, and they pay a decent amount of money. So the following objectives must be complete to finish the mission. Disrupt the negotiation between the Glinte and the Minotaur by killing the Glinte diplomat. Do not attack the Minotaur Diplomat. Alright, if you say so, let's give it a try. So we're going to accept, and it's going to say it's in Marasai, so all we have to do is undock, and once we undock, we'll be able to click on this and then warp to the location underneath the agent missions over here. So we're going to click on this, and we're going to warp to location. And we're only going to kill the Galente Diplomat. Hopefully that doesn't affect our standing too bad, but I'm sure that it will. I'm pretty sure, oh yeah, I already have horrible standing with Galente right now, which is really sad. And I'm pretty sure if I get -3, they'll shoot me when I go into their space. So we might need to be a little careful about that. Oh, one other thing too is make sure you have security connections trained. This gives you a improves loyalty point gain by 10% per level when working with agents in the Security Corporation division. So we're doing security missions, which are combat missions, and we'll be gaining LP. It's actually the best paying type of missions that you can do. So we're going to go ahead and activate this gate here. Just clicked on it and then click the activate gate button. And we'll see what we got going on here. I'm gonna switch to my PvE tab. Okay, there's a lot of people happening. So it said only kill the Federation and not the Minotaur. Oh here, wait. We can actually just maybe we can just kill the Galentian guy real quick and get out of here. So we're just gonna activate all our stuff on him, and we might be able to just blap him real quick and get out of here. So I'm gonna go ahead and start moving away from these guys. I sent my Valkyries over to him. They're my fastest drones. I'm pretty sure it's gonna pop really quick. As soon as we see a check mark go off on this mission, we'll know that it's done, and we can get the heck out of here. Looks like everything is aggroing me, so I guess the Minotaur is also the bad guys, but we just sent our drones over there. This is a great part about drones. Make sure you keep an eye on them, and just in case they accidentally get destroyed. But I'm just like unleashing everything I have on this Galente Diplomat as per the mission, what the mission was requesting. It looks like he's going down. So as soon as we see a green check mark there, all right, we're gonna pull our drones, and it looks like most of the enemies ran away as soon as I killed the Galente Diplomat. So we're gonna activate our MWD, recall our Valkyries, and just go and drop the mission off. That was it. I'm gonna stop our ship a little bit so we can get our Valkyries back in. But if you want, you can kill all the rest of the NPCs. But right now, I'm just kind of blitzing the missions. So yeah, so we just blapped them and then we got out. It's called blitzing missions if you want to do it this way. But of course you can stick around and kill all the rest of the rats or the NPCs that were shooting you. It probably won't yield you very much more versus just blitzing them. And usually there's a bigger reward if it's like a 2 out of 2 or like a 3 out of 4 or a 4 out of 4. Like usually towards the end of a mission chain, you'll get better and better rewards. So we're gonna dock up real quick and do the part 2. That was really nice and easy, and we're gonna get paid a couple million S for that. So we just double click on her, talk to her again, and then complete mission. So it said only 500,000 S, but we're getting about 1,000 loyalty points, which is about 10 million, I guess. And then she's offering us another mission, so we're going to hit request mission to get part 2. We're going to destroy the Minotaur flagship. Alright, perfect. This sounds really cool. And we get paid 1,500 LP. And I'm pretty sure it's a million ISK per LP. I'll have to look that up. I might just put it on the screen so I can show you guys how much a loyalty point is worth. Alright guys, so I'm on Fuzzworks. I totally forgot how you get paid with LP or how much LP pays, but I want to show you guys that so you have a good idea of what you're gonna make for doing missions just on LP alone. So we're gonna go to www.fuzzwork.co.uk//LP store / and I'll put the link down in the description below just so you guys can follow along. So it gives you all this like crazy wording here, but I'm just gonna say I've read and understood. It's gonna pop down this list. We're gonna go to whatever factions missions we're running. Right now we're running missions with the Caldari Navy. If you don't know what faction they are, you can click on this little eye next to their name, and it'll show you what faction they belong to. So we're definitely doing Caldari Navy right now. So we're gonna go to Fuzzworks, and we're gonna pick Caldari Navy. Caldari Navy. The Forge is fine. We're gonna click on Select Corporation Sell Prices because we want to see the sell prices of the items. And if we want to sort by S per LP and which pays the best, we just click on S per LP and it will show us the highest paying and the worst paying. We definitely want the highest paying. And I found that you want to kind of stick in the middle because stuff that's like the highest paying generally sells very, very slow. So I usually go for like 1500 ISK per LP. Okay, alright, why didn't I just look at the very top? So, Caldari Navy Inferno Torpedo. I know torpedoes sell quick, and all we need to do is bring the LP store 5,000 Inferno torpedoes. And I'm actually going to do that at the end of the video. I'm going to go exchange some Inferno torpedoes for some Caldari Navy Inferno torpedoes. And then I'm going to go sell them in Gila. And I'm going to show you exactly how I do all that stuff at the end of the video. We're going to run this last mission, and then I'm going to go to the LP store, and I'm going to show you how to do it. Just so I can give you a good idea about how much money you can make. Because it's a lot of money if you use your LPs. You just kind of train your security connections, make sure you're getting your bonuses toward LP, and then LP will add up really quick. So I'm going to show you how much LP I have currently. So to see that, you go to your journal, which is here. Click on your journal, go to loyalty points, and then we're going to look for Caldari Navy. So right now I have 113,000 loyalty points with Caldari Navy, which is pretty good. So we're going to buy a lot of Caldari Navy Inferno. Was it Inferno torpedoes? Yep, Caldari Navy Inferno torpedoes. So we're going to go ahead and accept the second part of this mission. It sounds really cool. We're going to destroy the Minotaur flagship. Usually flagships are like battleships. So we went ahead and accepted that mission. We're going to go ahead and it's great. It's in Morrisai. We're going to go ahead and just warp to Morrisai and check it out. Right, just click on the mission and then warp to location. Let's get this, move this stuff down a little bit. All right, let's see what we got going on here. Oh yeah, make sure you turn on your hardeners, guys, just so you can actually utilize these awesome modules to increase your tank. But as you can see here, with the modules on, we have 41,000 EHP. With the modules off, we have 23,000. So it literally doubles our HP to turn these on. So you definitely want to do that. I'm going to switch to my PvE tab here. And we're going to kill everybody here. Actually, we can probably just kill... In the spirit of blissing, we can probably just kill this battleship real quick and get out of here. So I'm going to drop my Valkyries, unleash my missiles, and just keep tapping F on my keyboard. That sends drones to attack. F for drones to attack. So I'm just going to keep tapping F. And then I'm going to make sure you're moving. So just double click in space somewhere and just get your body moving. Because the more you move, the more transversal you can pick up. And the harder it is for the NPCs to kill you. And you know what? These actually might drop like tags, which are worth money. So I'm just gonna go ahead and lock all these guys up, and I'm gonna drop my mobile tractor unit, and I'm gonna see if we can pick up some tags here because these guys look very official, and they may drop tags that could be worth some money. So we're just going to orbit our mobile tractor unit here, and just see if we can get some tags popping out. I'm going to reload my rocket launcher or my missile launcher, and I'm going to use it to kill these little frigates here. because these can be kind of annoying. My Valkyries are still doing work on this guy. Hopefully they don't need any help, because I'm going to start focusing on the little stuff. Oh, it looks like they're actually hitting me for a good amount of damage. But as you can see, my shield goes down and then it goes back up. If we hover over it here, we can see that the passive recharge is recharging my shield very, very rapidly. And that's just the way I have it fit. I have three... I forgot to mention that I have 3 medium core defense field purgers, which increase my shield recharge rate by 20%, which is just insane. So they probably can never kill me, and I can probably just sit here and take them forever. It's pretty nice. So we're just gonna go ahead and start wiping out all these destroyers, because they're the closest and they hit the hardest in most cases. And it looks like it's going to take just a couple volleys to blop them off the field. And the sooner we get some of this DPS off of the field, the better. I'm not too worried about dying here, but... And as you can see, we've already completed the mission. All we have to do is kill that that battleship. But I'm convinced that these guys have some good loot in them. So I'm going to kill all of them. And we'll see if my hypothesis is correct. So it looks like we are sustaining a good chunk of damage here, but as you can see, like the more stuff I get off the grid attacking me, the better. So I'm just like trying to blap through all the closest stuff first, because the closer they are, the more damage they can apply to me. But yeah, as you can see, it's pretty easy breezy with the Gila, and even if you're an alpha clone, you're gonna have such an easy time with level 3 missions. You'll be able to grind your way up to whatever skills you have in a very short amount of time, whether that's Plex, buying a new shiny battleship, so you can do level 4 missions, because alpha clones can do battleships now, which is freaking crazy. But yeah, so your goal could be get a new battleship, and you can definitely get that doing missions. It's a very reliable way, especially if you're not too confident with station trading yet. But there may come a point in time where you get tired of missions and you want to do station trading. I'm going to make a bunch of videos about that too. So yeah, we're just killing all these guys. We're going to pick up all these tags and go turn it in. Hopefully, yeah, it looks like I'm not taking too much damage now, which is great. So I'm just blapping all the little stuff off of the field. They have something in the wrecks. If the wreck is showing up in my overview, and however it says contains loot items, so... what our mobile tractor unit is going to do is going to suck up all of the wrecks, regardless of whether they have anything in them or not. And if they do have something in them, it's going to put it inside of its hold. So we can go ahead and open it here, and we can see, okay, great, I was right. They are dropping tags. And it looks like these particular tags here are worth about 5 million. So we're going to get an extra 5 million ISK on top of the LP reward and the ISK reward from our agent, which is really nice, because it really starts to add up. Like all the 5 million ISK, 5 million ISK there, 5 million ISK here, all of a sudden you got 20 million ISK, you know. Then all of a sudden you look at it like 10 missions later and you're like at 100 and something million ISK, and like I think you only need another 100 million to buy a decently fit battleship. So you do about 20 missions, you could possibly have a fully fit battleship if you know what you're doing, especially with the LP and loot rewards. But hopefully this video will help you see kind of what to do and see how kind of how to utilize all the rewards that missions give you. So it looks like we have a few uncollected wrecks here, so we're just going to keep orbiting. It's too bad we don't have a salvager, or I could salvage these wrecks while we're waiting. So we're going to return the drones to drone bay. Don't forget to do that. I used to forget my drones all the time when I was a newer player. We're just going to keep orbiting. We're going to turn off the adaptives to save some capacitor. And it looks like we did incur a Glinte standings hit of 0.0002, which is not that much at all for killing that Glinte ambassador or whatever we had to do the first mission. So it looks like Caldari Navy's like playing both sides. Like they had me kill a Glinte guy, and then they had me kill the Minotaur flagship. And once we killed the flagship, we were free to go. We checked off our mission. We were good to go turn it in. But I had a hunch that there's some tags in these wrecks, and I was right. And there's probably tags in the last one, but unfortunately we cannot go back to that site and kill the NPCs to collect the tags. So that was my bad. I actually probably gave up like 5 or 6 million ISK worth of loot by leaving the mission early. So you probably want to check to make sure they don't drop these tag things. Most of the other loot that they drop is worthless or almost worthless. Like these are actually not bad drops. It totals up to about 500,000, but it all adds up. Trust me, guys, it all adds up. Eventually, you'll look at your loot stack and you're like, "Dang, I have like 200 million ISK worth of just random crap, whether it be tags or just random modules." So it looks like our mobile tractor unit's almost done doing its job. You can actually invest in a better tractor unit once you get the money, and we're gonna just right click on a mobile tractor unit here, show info, go to variations, and then we can see the pack rat and the magpie. The magpie is very expensive, but the pack rat is actually not too bad. We can go to view market details to see how much it is. So it's about 20 million. So yeah, not a big deal. So we're gonna show info on that, and we're gonna attributes, and we're gonna see the tractor range and the cycle time and the maximum. Actually, this is what we want: maximum tractor velocity, 1,200 meters per second, 1,250 meters per second. If we go to the regular one, mobile tractor unit, we can see that it's 1,000 meters per second. So if you want an extra 250 meters per second on sucking up your Rex, then invest in the pack rat unit. So we're just gonna open cargo, scoop 7 million. That's great, 7 million, and we were only out here for about 10 or 15 minutes. And I'm gonna right click on space, go to driving wedge, our mission, select our agent home base, and then dock it up. Actually, stop ship. We forgot to scoop our tractor, mobile tractor unit. You don't want to forget it, because if you forget it and you turn in the mission, you will not be able to warp back to it unless you make a save location here, which we did not do. So we would have lost our tractor unit, which would be really crappy. We'd have to come back and scan it with combat scanner probes, which will be impossible in this system, because I'm sure there's all kinds of crap out there that will pick up with our combat probes and not our mobile tractor unit. So we're all done here. We're going to dock it up and turn it in. Got our mobile tractor unit, great, and we got about 7 million worth of extra loot we didn't have before. And eventually we'll just keep piling up in the station, and once I get about 200 million, I'm going to get my hauler to bring it to Gila and sell it all. But yeah, just check your loot every once in a while, because eventually you'll have like 200 million, which is like a battleship worth of loot, and you won't even realize it. But we're only out here for like 20 minutes or so doing missions, less than that, and we made 7 million loot and probably 10 or 20 million just in LP and ISK rewards from the agent. Maybe 10 million from rewards from the agent, and so about 20 million ISK for 20 minutes of work, which is really good. So make sure you drop your loot when you get done, because you don't want to accidentally die with a bunch of loot on you. I've definitely done that before. So just select all the loot we got. I already know these are extra shields just in case I need them. Just in case I need to refit my ship to them. So we're gonna drop them in here. Looks like we have a bunch of crap in here already. So about 52 million. See, I didn't even know I had anything here, but I just found a random 52 million. That's what will happen if you start doing missions and you forget about your loot. You'll just randomly have 52 million lying around. We're gonna go ahead and complete this mission and get the rest of our LP and ISK reward. Alright, look, awesome. So we can go ahead and get another mission, but I think I'm going to pause it here, and I'm going to figure out where I need to go to exchange this LP. And I'm going to go to Gila, buy a bunch of torpedoes, take them to the LP store, and I'm going to exchange them for Caldari Navy torpedoes, because there's a really, really good opportunity in the market right now. And I'll show you that again. If we go to Fuzzworks LP store, we can see that the Caldari Navy Inferno torpedo, it's selling for 1,600 ISK per LP, which is really, really nice. That's exactly what I want to see. I'll usually trade my LP for 1,500 ISK per LP or more, but I don't like to trade for any less, because I know that if I do a little legwork, I can always convert my ISK to 1,500 ISK per LP, and you shouldn't give up your LP for less than that either. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and take all that stuff out of my item hanger and put it in my Gila. It looks like it all fit, so we're going to go ahead and just carry this 50 million back to Gila. So we're going to places, and I already have Gila saved, so. But if we don't, we can just search for Gila. So we're going to go to people and places, type in Gila 4 Moon 4, and let's see what pops up. Alright, great. So it popped right up. It's going to be the Gila 4 Moon 4 Caldari Navy assembly plant. That is the major main trading hub for the game. We're going to set destination to Gila and warp right on over there. Another great thing about the Gila is that it looks awesome, for one. And for two, it goes to warp really quick. And it's also very agile with the MWD. 1700 meters per second. You're not going to get that easily with a battlecruiser. So that's why I stuck to the Gila here, because it warps really quick. It only has a 6-second align time, as you can see here. And with the MWD, it goes pretty quick. And overheated MWD goes about 2500, which is really, really speedy, especially for a cruiser. So it looks like I got increased standing. So one thing you have to keep in mind when doing missions is that the more missions you do for an agent, the quicker you'll increase your standing. So eventually you're gonna want to do level 4 missions, and you'll need a standing level of 5 with a particular agent or a particular faction, sorry, to actually just run the missions. So we're gonna go ahead and right click Gila and dock it up. Man, it feels good to be back in space again. Just me and my Gila. Let's see what kind of cool skins we got going on. I always am super impressed with CCP and the kind of skins they put out. Ace of the Pod Hunters. Interesting. Glacial Drift. This should be pretty cheap. If you want to buy one, you can just right click on it and then view market details and it'll pop right up. And it can be yours. All you gotta do is buy it and then activate it. Okay, I was totally wrong. Glacial Drift is very expensive for the Gila. 265 million. Garissa's Victory is 2 billion. We're not getting that probably ever. And Hostile Takeover is 400 million. And the Ace of the Pod Hunters is actually 1 billion. So all the Gila skins are very, very expensive. So we will not be getting those anytime soon. Our ISK is much better spent on other endeavors. So we're just going to duck it up and drop our loot. And I'm going to do some pre-calculations on how many torpedoes we can exchange. And I'll show you how I do all that. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to make a bunch of money. Because I know torpedoes sell really quick. Because people use bombers, stealth bombers that use torpedoes to bash structures. And whenever they do that, they use tons and tons of ammo. And people compete to be the highest damage on the kill mill. So they're definitely going to be using Tech 2 torpedo launchers if they can, and faction ammo. Or, sorry, if they can only use Tech 1 launchers, they're definitely going to be using faction ammo, because the faction ammo sometimes gives a 20% bonus. So I'm going to do some quick calculations real quick, and I'll show you what I come up with, and how many torpedoes we need to get, and where we need to go to exchange them.
Look into my eyes and show me your adventures I haven't seen. Taking all the life, it hits the spot. Walking on fantasy. So take me, baby, take me to a state of mind that's made of, baby, that's made of all that we find.
Alright guys, I'm going to show you how I got the LP calculations. We're going to pull up our LP store here. We're going to copy this 5,500 number. And I made a little notepad here. If you want to keep notes, you can go to accessories and then notepad. Accessories, notepad. And it will pull up your latest note. If you want to make a new note, you just click new note and then name it whatever you want. And it'll pop up a blank one here. and we're going to look at how much LP we have. I showed you how to do that earlier. We're going to look at 115,000 LP, and we're going to divide that by 5,500 LP to get how many stacks of torpedoes we can sell. And we're going to need 5,000 torpedoes per stack per trade. So we're going to run that calculation. So we've got 115,000. You want to kind of have nice round numbers. Just keep it simple. Divided by 5,500 equals 20. So we can only buy 20 stacks of Caldari Navy Inferno torpedoes with the LP store. So we're just going to use 20 stacks of torpedoes. 20 stacks of torpedoes times 5,000 torpedoes. So we got 5,000 torpedoes times 20. And that equals 100,000. So we're just going to copy this number. We're going to look for Inferno torpedoes in the market. Torpedo. There it is, Inferno torpedo. That shouldn't be that bad of a price. So we're going to right click on it and buy this. We're going to buy 100,000. It's going to cost 22 million, but that's actually we couldn't buy the full 100,000. So we're going to take a look at actually how many we could buy. All right, so we're able to buy 47,736. So we're going to get our calculator out again. Oh, and we're going to put in 100,000 minus 4,700 and 47,736. Copy this number again, and then right click and buy. We're going to buy that much. It looks like 22%, which is fine. I think we're still going to make some decent money. So we got our torpedoes here. It looks like they it takes 5,000 cubic meters of space to transport them, but I think I have hopefully something here that can facilitate. I just had a random sigil lying around. Let's see if this can hold 5,000. Not yet, but I maybe have some cargo expanders here that we can slap on it and make it have 5,000 cubic meters of carrying space. But yeah, I do not recommend just flying around a random sigil with just cargo expanders on it, but it's for YouTube, so we're gonna do it. Just gonna buy cargo expanded cargo holds. Take one. They're really cheap. Just want to keep this like as cheap as possible because I'm trying to make some money here. I'm gonna slap these on here, and I'm sure we're gonna have more than 5,000. Oh no, we need more expanded cargo holds. So I like 4 more. Expanded cargo holds. Slap some more on there. I've actually bought one too many. Whatever. We got enough space now. All right, great. 6,000. Perfect. Perfect. So let's drop the torps in there and figure out where we need to go to exchange these. I'll be right back when I figure that out. Alright, after doing a quick Google search, it looks like we can go straight back to the agent we used to collect the missions. And if you can't remember who that is, we can just open up our notifications over here and double click on the standing increase lady, and we're going to double click on her face and then click on this box in the top corner of her profile, and then click on that and then set destination, and we'll head back over there. Make sure you have your whatever you're exchanging for LP in your cargo hold, because we're going to head right back over there and we're going to see if we can exchange this with her to get some Caldari Navy variants, and we're going to take them back to Gila, hopefully without dying. I didn't think about that. You know what? We're gonna dock it up real quick and put some shields on, and maybe a cloak, so that we can microwarp cloak trick, and not die. How does that sound? Yeah, so we're going to be learning all kinds of fun stuff in this video. So we're going to need a 50 mn Microwarpdrive or the Microwarp cloak chick. So we're going to buy the 50 mn. We're going to buy a cloak. The Tech 2 cloak is the best one to use for this. Improved cloaking device Tech 2. We're going to drop 3 million on it, but it's okay. We can like sell it instantly again for 3 million. So I'm not too worried about that. We're going to drop our cloak and the NWD onto our ship, and we're going to do the Microwarp cloak check to get home. Whatever, let's do it. Undock. Let's head over to Marasai. So this is the kind of stuff that the kind of problems that you're going to need to solve while playing Eve. And the only reason I know what I know about Eve is because I've made the mistake of not grabbing a Microwarp cloak to do the Microwarp cloak trick, which I'm going to show you on the way back. And if without doing that, somebody will scan my ship, so you have a couple 100 million ISK worth of loot in my cargo hold, and they will try to blow me up before I get to Gila, so they can take my hard-earned ISK. Isn't that totally rude? So anyway, I like these Tech 1 fast, quote-unquote fast hauler ships. Each like Tech 1 hauler line has a fast hauler. In this case, it's the Sigil is the fast hauler, and there's also a bulky hauler which holds a lot more stuff in its cargo bay, but it's very slow. And for the Tech 1 bulky hauler in the line is the Bestower, which I show in a previous video. So it looks like we're back at Marasai. We're gonna dock it up, and back in the same station we got the mission from, and we're gonna see if we're gonna exchange this LP for some dank ISK, because I am running. It looks like we sold some stuff, so I'm not running too low anymore, but I definitely want to get some more up in reserves, because I got some big plans. I might be trying to build my own little citadel soon, or maybe a POS. Who knows, but it's always good to have more ISK, right guys? Yeah, this is always good. We're just docking back up in that station, and we're gonna see if we can actually trade LP here. That would be really nice. I don't know why they wanted to make LP trading kind of a puzzle to figure out, but I guess if it was easy, everybody would do it, huh? So we're looking for the LP store, and here it is right here. It's a shield with the wings coming out of it, and we're going to open that up. We're gonna go ahead and drag and drop our Caldari, our Inferno torpedoes that we're gonna trade for Caldari Navy for Inferno torpedoes into our inventory, and we're going to look for Caldari Navy. Alright, so it looks like we're at State Military Stockpile, and I have no idea what that is, but it sounds really cool, and we're gonna check that out, because it looks like we can get some really cool T-Fit, T1 Fit Merlins, and T1 Fit Procures if we do these, and a T1 Drake. Interesting. See, this could be a really cool video, guys. I'm not sure what the State Military Stockpile thing is all about, but I don't have any LP for it, but it looks really cool because we can get fully fit ships with ammo to run missions and crap with. So something we definitely need to check out here. We can get some cool looking clothes. Wow, that actually looks pretty good as far as clothes in EVE Online is concerned. We're actually looking for the Caldari Navy store though, so we're gonna click on Caldari Navy, and maybe we can just type in when we're looking Caldari Navy Inferno. We're looking for torpedoes. Okay, yep. See how all the rest of them are like redded out in true EVE Online fashion? But the Caldari Navy Inferno torpedoes, which we're looking for, are actually solid, not redded out. We're gonna click buy, and we're going to buy 20 as per our notes. Let's go ahead and reference our notes again. I do that a lot in this game because stuff gets complicated, as you know. So we can buy 20 stacks. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to buy 20. Just change the amount to 20. Click accept. And it's going to tell you all the specifics of this trade we're about to do. It says we're about to accept an offer for 100,000 Caldari Navy Inferno torpedoes. That seems like a pretty good deal. And will cost us... I feel like I'm missing a lot of torpedoes. I might have done something wrong. Nope, I got 100,000 torpedoes here. So we can definitely do this deal. So let's do 20. Accept. Click OK. Our LP store purchase complete. We're glad we could repay your duty to the Caldari. Alright, awesome. So we got 100,000 Caldari Navy torps here, which is worth 200,000. So we just converted about 20 million. Sorry. We just converted about 20 million worth of torpedoes, regular torpedoes. If you right click on here, you can show the variations. Inferno torpedoes, 20 million Inferno torpedoes, 10 times our money into 236 million Caldari Navy Inferno torpedoes, which are faction variants. So we're going to put this back in our cargo hold, take this back over to Gila, and sell them for 236 million. So I just converted my LP, or using my LP, I just converted regular torpedoes into faction variants, which are worth 10 times more money. So hopefully you guys are seeing the power of LP here, and how it can add up really quick and make you some really good money. So we're getting about 1,000 LP per mission. So after, I guess, let's just say like 50 missions on the high end, you'll probably have about like 70 to 80,000 LP. So you can get at least 170 million ISK worth of loot to transfer from LP to ISK. So a good thing we brought our MWD cloak, because you do not want to be traveling around in a Tech 1 hauler with this much ISK on you, or somebody will try to blow you up. And I'm going to make a whole nother video on just using the MWD cloak trick, but I'm going to show you how to do it really quick. I've done it a bajillion times, so hopefully I don't mess it up, but I'm going to show you how to do it. And we want to warp to 0, which is another cool trick I'll show you how to do in a later video. We want to warp to the station at 0, just to make sure nobody blows us up like right on the undock. But it's cool because as you can see, there's nobody here around even waiting for us, so we could probably just get away with just going to warp here straight to the station. But I actually made a bookmark right on the station, so I can warp to 0. So I'm gonna right click in space. I'm not gonna warp, but I'm gonna align to my insta dock. So I'm gonna align, Microwarp cloak, and when our Microwarp's about at 75%, we're gonna drop the cloak and go to warp. Drop the cloak, go to warp. See, it warped instantly. So if you got your cloak on, they can't kill you. And as soon as your cloak's up, you go to warp instantly because your MWD is finished cycling, and you actually need 75% of your speed to go to warp. So when your cloak turns off, you're already at 75% speed because you use the MWD cloak trick. So we're gonna make sure we're spamming that Gila dock button. So click on your station, spam that Gila dock button. Just keep clicking. Dock. Oh, you know what? I think we've messed up because we didn't warp to 0. Hopefully we don't die for that. I turn on my MWD just to get to the station quicker. But yeah, guys, don't do what I just did. I totally messed that up. Alright guys, somehow we safely made it to the station. Just goes to show you can make a big mistake and not pay dearly for it in this game as well. So we're gonna go ahead and grab our torpedoes, put them in our item hanger, and we see them right here. We're going to right click view market details and see how much they're going for. They should be going for a pretty penny. We're going to right click. Look, yeah, it looks like the price is a little inflated, so we're gonna right click and then sell this item, and then make it the lowest buy price because we want ours to sell the quickest, or we want ours to sell before the second to the lowest. So we're gonna make it 1.01 ISK below the lowest sell order price. It looks like we're actually gonna get 300 million. So we basically converted 20 million and 100,000 LP to 300 million ISK, which is so freaking good. I'm getting about 2,000 ISK per LP through this. This is really, really nice. So you just gotta look for those opportunities, guys. Opportunities are everywhere in this game. You just gotta open your eyes and look for them. So we got our sell order set up. So let's go through that again. We right clicked on the torpedoes, sell this item. We don't want to sell straight to the buy order. We want to look at the lowest sell order price, and we want to make it 0.01 ISK below 3,119. So 3,000. I just like typing in the number and then pressing the down arrow to go 0.01 ISK below that. So 3,119 down arrow, and then we want to change this to 3 months. Make sure that's 3 months, and then click sell. And now we can see it right here. If we go to the gear here, we can make sure to check mark my orders. That will mark all of your orders with a blue background, which is really nice, so you can see exactly which one is yours. That's another great tip for you guys. Mark my orders, blue background, makes your life so much easier. And now all we have to do is chill out and wait for them to sell, and we will be raking in the ISK. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. If you learned something new, smash that like button. I really appreciate it if you subscribe. I'm relatively new to this, but I'm really passionate about EVE Online, and I love helping new players. And this is just a way for me to give back, because people have given so much to me over the years. So thank you all so much for watching, and you rock. Thanks again. Have a great day.